白くて目が丸くてかわいいの。気持ち髪巻いてんのわかる？
Check, check, check.
いい仕事されるとさ、崩すとき毎回もったいなくなんだよね。春大祭初めて見たとき震えた。ビビってきてすぐ走りに行って門限破って怒られたっけ。夏い。お知らせ読んだ？重要なこと書いてあるかもだし、読んでおいて損はないって。会長ってさ、いや、なんでもない。たまにダジャレっぽいの言ってる気がするとか。
Check, check. 1, 2, 3.
ないか。
Hello, 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 hello. Boop, boop. Beep, beep. Pop, pop. Let's get the dailies out of the way, as always. Hello and welcome, everyone. How are you doing? I really should train a different mile runner. Running with a light surger in mile sometimes it's not the smartest idea, but it works most of the time. It is inefficient though. Sometimes it's losing for no reason, so gotta switch out my mile runner. Let's try that again. That was miserable. What? Better. What? Sub 500,000 still? How long is this running? Until January 20. That's a long banner. What? That runs for 2 weeks. Unheard of. Unheard of. Let's uncap this card. Will we use this card? Wait, what does this have? Friendship bonus, race bonus. 35, 15%. That's insane race bonus. That's good. Initial stamina, initial power, stamina bonus. No mood effect. No grinding effectiveness. But it gives space stats. This is mostly a racer card. Race bonus only? Hey, Gabba, you're first. Hello, how are you doing? Let's raise this. Why not? We have enough. Really good. Got decent aces for the next CM. Oh, that's good to hear. Looking forward to them. How about me? Can be better. I'm fine. I mentioned my workout routine. I think on Sunday. I started on Monday. Yeah. So I have very sore muscles right now. It's been a long time since I've actually done a lot of physical training. It's what's it called? It's not endurance training. It's muscle training. There's a word for that. How come I cannot think? I cannot. Where's the word for it? I don't know. I forgot it. It's mainly muscles, upper body, and then yesterday was lower body. Not yesterday. Today is lower body. Yesterday was upper body. It's Tuesday only. I thought it was Wednesday already. Man, time goes by fast. So anyway, snow has melted. It's time to run again at the perfect time. Yesterday it was it wasn't possible. Very slippery everything right now. Most of the snow has been thawed. So yeah, looking forward to running more out again. Not in the gym. I have my own setup here at home. So I have a pull-up bar that I occasionally use, but mostly I use body weight. I have some weights, some dumbbells, but only for certain exercises. But I will usually have my body weight do the work for me, and it works. I mean, whenever I do these kind of things for a couple of weeks, my body gets fit and in shape really quickly. If you have been one, I guess for some people there is a baseline on like how I guess fit you are if you would just do nothing, right? For me, it's a very healthy baseline. A very high metabolism, of course. No, can eat whatever, however I want, whatever I want, how much I want. I don't get fat. And I am struggling a little bit with flexibility, but once you are getting a little bit more flexible again, and your muscles build up much quicker than someone who has not had a lot of muscles before. That's if that makes sense, right? Because it's not like remembering like how it was, but like physically, yes. It's kind of like remembering, like you know what you can do and the kind of performance you can expect when you are in top shape. So it's kind of like that. It was always like that in school, I guess. Very weird feeling. Anyways, I do get fit very quickly. But if you are a stick man and you're trying to build like muscles, it might be a little bit more tedious because it's just a different kind of body that you are not used to. Not only like training, working out, but also sustaining in terms of food, because you kind of have to eat a lot. So that's what I mean with like remembering like, how it is to stay fit. Hey, Crux. Hello. What did I want to do? I wanted to do some witch cards. Let's pick you. Why not? Do you like Sunday? I don't know. Not here. I like Scarlet. Still no fine motion, MLB. And I have no carrots. Anyways, let's do like that. What are you cooking today? Same menu, different spices, I would say. Today we're trying out what was suggested to me on Sunday. We're doing a little bit more witty builds and switch it up. We'll mix between wit, sometimes power, see what works best. I do see that power is like semi-important in long distances, so of course, I'm not sure about the stamina stat though. It's a little bit low, even when training no stamina. Like, I don't know. I don't think you can do that. People suggested it, so I'm gonna try it. But that's it. That's not a that's a medium build at best, right? So this is not gonna go well for long distances. But we will try. Do you have at least 40 race bonus? Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 20, 15, that's 35, plus someone has it here. Plus unique perk, yeah, that's 40%. Yeah. Oops. Gosh. When you click away and have to do this all again. Hey, Magnadra, how are you? Good evening. Hello, everyone. Exactly, Gabba. I see you. You can write in German. For some reason I didn't know. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like if you ever been an A grade student, but you're just lazy, but you know it's like not hard to be a good student, right? You know what steps to take, you know what to do in order to get there again. If you have to, I guess, round up your back then in school, you had those little what they call final papers, resume. What's it called? Zeugnis. What was that in English? I have no idea. But basically, you just know the average throughout the school year, and you just know like what kind of grades you have to write at one point, and you know like what kind of student you have to be in order to study. And sometimes you're just lazy, and you're fooling around, and then you play a lot of video games, and then you suddenly realize, hey, I need to learn a little bit more, and then you get there again. Like for me, when I was lazy, a B student in all subjects except for sports. That was always an A. But it was always B across the board, right? And no problems. And then if I find it, if I am doing just a little bit more effort, I can get an A easily. But I don't, because back then have a lot of free time. I was not only playing piano, I was drawing, I was watching anime, and I played a lot of video games, MMOs especially, and these are all very time-consuming hobbies. So I guess it's fine. It's fine. Like so in Germany we have a system where 1 is the best grade and 6 is the worst. I know it's different for every other country, and America is also a little bit different, right? My average at the end of school year when I finished was like 1.6 or something, which was very nice. It's basically like an B plus or A minus or something like that, around that. Average, right? So I'm happy. So I thought I told to myself, my parents are happy. I'm not doing more than I need to. So I just enjoy my life. My fiance, she's on the other hand, however, like she's really crazy. Like she was, I don't know, I was second best in school, somewhat like in our entire hundreds of people class. I don't know, like she's crazy. Yeah, basically A grades everywhere. But she is the kind of person that needs to be perfect in most things. But I don't care, not as much. Anyways, back to the original subject, exercising and sports. It's like a similar thing. Because I knew how it is to be fit, it's easier for me to get back in shape. For people who have not been at that before or who don't know how fitness feels like, it's more difficult because it's different kind of habits, eating habits, training habits, and just different things overall, right? So your body just has to be accustomed for example, much lower weight, body fat, and stuff like that. I don't know what is also a factor, but yeah. Yeah, well, that's what I was telling. In Germany, it's called Grade 4 wins. Yeah. Work was killing you, Magnatra. Oh no. I mean, happy that you got home now and have a little bit of time to relax. Some people have very physical jobs. My parents have very physical jobs. We were running restaurants, like we had our own restaurants and the family business. It's very, very tiring. It's good because because our school was very near the restaurant, no? So it's basically within the city center, and just 5 minutes away was the school. And whenever I came back from school, most people go back to their homes. I went to the restaurant because there was like a part of the restaurant like for employees, like that kind of room. I was sitting there doing my homework and had a Chinese buffet every day, basically. Eat whatever, however you want, and how much I want. And I guess looking back, that like I took it for granted. I grew up with it until I realized it was not normal, and I realized when I moved out and went to universities, and I'm like, oh, you have to cook for yourself. What? Like, I had to do dishes? What? Right. So I was, oh my god, I was so spoiled if I think back about it. But that was basically my life. But parents also don't have any time. Like they wake up very early. They work like 12 hours, is 14 hours into the night. They work during Christmas because of reservations. Yeah, company parties, like crazy during those days. So they don't have a lot of time, and they seem very, very stressed out. Not anymore. We have not had the restaurant business since I think last time was 2012 or something. But we were running it for like a good 15-20 years or so during my early, like, I don't know, it was a family business passed down to us. Yeah, another thing about it, it has to be longer than 20 years, like 20-30 years even. So we had the restaurant when I was born, I mean, I'm telling you on stream, you know how old I am, right? 1996. So we had it already there, and even before that, when was it? 1992 even? Was I don't know. I have to go 30 years about. No, not 30 years. 20 years. 20 years. I cannot math. So, basically my whole school life, I grew up in that. So, yeah. All right, done talking about food. Let's go to training. Holy, man, I can be so talkative, but then because I'm not able to multitask very well, I am just forgetting what I'm originally wanting to do. Sorry, guys. Oguri's brother, probably. If Oguri was a character, it would be me. Yeah. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Speed, I was like B tier. I wasn't very fast. Stamina, I didn't had a lot of stamina. I was fine. It was like B tier 2. But power, that was definitely an S tier. Yeah. It must be the rice. I had a lot of rice growing up, so I don't know why. Must be the rice. Okay, Gala. Did my middle grade with 3.6 or so, but when I went to study for the job, it went up to 2.1. Wow, that's a good. That's a very good improvement. Wow, nice. Congrats. New story unlocked. True. It's like Uma stories. Every stream I just tell a little bit more about my life. Have we hit Rico yet? I don't think we have. I want this.
Yep.
Just wondering, how do you hit your stamina requirement of Sagittarius with no stamina power spars? I don't know. What's your name? Mao Sipo? I don't know. People have suggested because I guess it works. I have no idea. We have to train stamina during both summer training, most likely though. And trying to max out speed in off summer training. Yeah, exactly. We will see. I have no idea. People suggested which build, so I'm gonna try it out. Last time I went with 2 power, 1 wit. I think that was the correct choice. We need a little bit wit for the hills because it does affect the stamina. Oh, that's nice. But we don't need that much wit, so I don't know. Maybe we run a lot of wit builds because of the high amount of acceleration skills that we have to proc. Because that's our win condition, after all. Kind of rest here. Like, even if you have 1,000 speed only, if you are hitting like triple acceleration at the right moment, you will win, no matter what. We walk together. Together. I have no idea how I will get all the stats. The B only long tracks need so much stamina. Yeah, for B only, expect that other people also don't meet the requirements, so you will all just slow down, and it doesn't matter that much because everyone is just not having enough stamina. I think, like, for me personally, it's very difficult to train B only cups because B plus is also not allowed, and it's sometimes kind of difficult to like pinpoint that. You can train with some R cards, right? And that still give you the skills and everything. But I don't know about the specifics. I haven't trained for B only, so. No. Harikiteko. I read impossible feelings, but it says irrepressible feelings. On the second read, I read in irresponsible feelings, and I was like, what? All your cards MLB. Everything except one card. Everything except this card. LB 0. I mentioned also in the video, the MLB R Rico card is better. I don't have it. I don't have the R card in MLB, so yep. R card, yeah. It's R. R. Wait. Can you do that? Now I'm making just weird noises. I sound like a Pokemon. Which Pokemon am I? Or... No, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think Pokemon, they talk using their own names. For example, Pikachu always says Pikachu, right? It's like me saying Erwin, Erwin, Erwin. Yeah. Which animal says arr, arr? Oh, now I cannot do it anymore. Hey, Rutten. Fellow Gold City enjoyer. What a rare sight. Of course! We have both Gold Cities, but this one is much better for growth rates and stuff. I do like the original Gold City because she has a better unique though. I wish the other unique was on this Gold City. That would be cool, but it's not. Fall City, yeah. That's okay. Use a point calculator. Most of the time I need to skip the last 4 training units with a rest. I wish I could compete in the higher league, but I only get to B+ or low A rating. That's true. There are point calculators. I never realized you can do it like that. I forgot that rest is a thing. Let's get ramp up here. To be fair, they both don't do too much for the CM anyways. That's true. The long CM is just weird. It's not weird. What am I saying? It's wrong corner. Wrong timing. Yeah, wrong timing. Not wrong corner. Nothing wrong about the corner. It procs too early. It procs during the time when you, like, before the acceleration state, and then it fizzles out the moment you get into the acceleration, so that's kind of bad. Oh, yeah, let's get the Gold City one here. Oh, that was shaky. Got it. So bad at wit maxing, should I not train wit at max energy even if the other trainings are bad? Okay, so if you are at max energy and all trainings are bad, I would still take the wit because it's better than, of course, rest or recreation because you don't need it. Well, it depends. Like, sometimes the trainings that seem bad are not really bad. But if they're really bad... Okay, we go with the middle one here. Then... I gotta concentrate on this one. So, but if it's really bad, then it's better than doing a bad training because you would rather use the energy for a good training after. So it's preserving energy but not resting, but you get a little bit more of the wit training than just not doing anything. Sometimes I do that quite often, just clicking wit if I don't want to click rest or any training at all, because I feel the training are lackluster. Oh yeah, also yeah, Rutten, that's correct. You race. If you have a you race, that's true. I totally forgot you can do that. Recycling Golshi. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, okay, if you have done a year of Uma and you have run in all these CMs, or let's say 2 years, okay? Oh yes, we got the long and straight away, so that's nice. eventually you will have run in all the seasons and all most distances, and you will have an Uma ready for it. So you can always recycle, but now that I'm thinking about it, it doesn't really work because you would have to retrain because of new scenarios, right? I forgot. But here, like, there are some URI Finale Umas that I still use, even for the new cup. Not as aces, but debuffers, for example. I trade them once, I will use them forever. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Yeah. Okay. To be fair, our stats are very low. So wit is cool for energy and stuff, but the real power comes from speed and power training. So if you don't do them on any Uma, you are losing out on a lot of stat points or stamina training even sometimes. So because wit doesn't, wit is not really for the stats. It's good if there are, here in this scenario, the white flames on them, because it trains. It actually levels up speed facility here too, so that's fine. But other than that, it's more energy management than actually. I wouldn't consider wit a training. It's a different rest button. That's what I would say. Here we will go stamina. If we can spot the good blue ones, yeah, blue balls on stamina, we have to take it because we have no stamina card, no power card, so cannot really train it. Otherwise, and I don't think that's going to be work out anyways. We don't have any. Any good way to train stamina here. Okay, yeah. I might be a little bit mean to wit. Of course, wit is important. Wit is important. As a stat too. But you don't win just because you have a high wit stat. That's what I'm saying. You win because of base speed and power. And the amount of stamina that you have. This one here we will go for power. You win because you want to gamble. I mean, it increases the chances, but it doesn't guarantee you the win, even if you are skilled procs. Like high stats always win against skills most of the time. If you do run the calculations, you can simulate like running low statted Umas with great skills against high statted Umas with less skills and low wit. They still win. But for some Umas, for example, front runners, they do need they need the wit. To proc mid skills mid race to secure spot to secure the lead. Generally, if it works on the track, my lights are mostly with target more as unique as XL. Yep. My god. Why does this never happen for speed? I'm gonna say no to this. Never mind, I actually take it. That was a little bit too good. Even at max energy, I mean, okay, this one doesn't do anything here. Sure. Minus 66 stats. That's what I mean. It feels bad. It looks cool, right? But it doesn't really do much for you. Like having these powerful witch trainings, like not most of the time though. Let's go Slick Search. Actually, I should have gotten power here. We just talked about raw stats and skills. Your power is usually lower than wit. Oh, yeah. Power is important because access skills offset a lot of that. It depends. 1k power or 800 power, for example, makes barely a difference. That's true. I do agree with that. 1200 power, you do feel the difference, but somewhere between 800 and 1000, I do agree it's not that big of a deal. What do you think about the always do front running during career rule? I mean, you win only, and you should always prioritize speed, but it's mostly the speed stat that wins you the races, plus the stamina. So the idea is because you will always have to have enough speed that you will win most of the times if you run front runner, and you don't get blocked and stuff like that. I mean, you get to play, however. At this point, I have run late for mile races. I have won like a lot of times. Pace is fine. Yeah. I don't follow it. I have heard of it. I don't do it. Don't need it. Okay. Some Umas, they probably need or want to. I cannot think of a good example right now. Some Umas are just better running front, even with B aptitude, when they have let's say an A aptitude here, because they can do it without any like pressure here. But I don't know about front, because my skills, for example, it does not work if you're in front. That's what I'm saying, right? But if you're unique, it does work even if when you're front, then you can choose to do that. Mostly you don't buy any other skills during the run most of the time, so like the witch stat doesn't really matter outside of like the things that it does. Yeah, downhill consumption, proccing your uniques, for example, a little bit of styling aptitude, but I don't know. It's... how do you feel about it? If it runs bad enough that I need to set my Uma to front, it's cooked anyways. Yeah, it should be able to win without having to run front runner. Yep. Yep. After first inspiration or even second inspiration, like at least you know the kind of uniques that will not get a discount on them, so you can safely buy them. if it aids you.
しっかり調整してきたからさ。大丈夫。レース
This one is a fake X here. The mild and medium is okay.
勝つよ。みんなと。
Never mind. I was wrong.
なんで
Second? What kind of joke is that? Stats were fine though. It was fake for me. Stats were fine. Why using nice nature with and not just fine motion? Fine motion is better. We pick the for what you just said because of on your left. I do still run it. Oh god. Good moment to pump up the stamina.
前みたいに体感意識で。バイブ。してやるか。
Oh god, it's senior year already.
Mine. 張り切っていこう。いいっしょ。
If she does not turn out to be good for the long race because of the low stamina stat, then it's still cool to bring the onion left because we can repurpose her during the run for a different race for the future.
風に知ったんじゃない。自分の足でたどり着いたよ。どこまでも走れそう。
Who is that? Okay. How much stamina do we have? Like 650 something? 600. Okay, nice. That's a very powerful wit though. With a lot of white flames there too, but the speed I cannot really pass up on.
張り切っていこう。しっかり
ここは負けられない一番人気。
風に知ったんじゃない。
Questionable stats for early senior, that's true. It's not nowhere near where it should be. Always usually is. A lot of turns went into it. I think that one we have to take. It's a good risk. Oh, that's fine. Oh, we don't have to take that. I want to take it. I usually don't these kind of decisions only when the run doesn't feel really good.
っていうか
And the only way to save it is by doing high roll
ちょい待ち
decisions like that. But and even that is not even guaranteed then. We'll have to double rest here. Oh my god, the double sleep deprived.
レース
Oh my god, we got the night owl before summer too. Wow.
見てくれる人
That's a bad trade-off.
ここは負けられない
Sure.
風に散ったんじゃない自分の足でたどり着い
Perfect
たよ
timing as always.
しっかり調整してきたからさコンディション
Summer can cure it, yeah. That's true
ありが
though.
とうやっぱガチで嬉しいバイブス
I kind of want to rest here now.
あんたも準備できたバイブス高まってうわ海ちゃん
That was the safer play.
張り切っていこうバイブ 張り切っていこ
I would like to train stamina. We have a good turn there, but we don't.
う合体技の練習だ今ちょっとトレーニング始めましょうかちょい待ち
I guess I would just okay. I would just go speed width then.
張り切っていこ
Is 700 stamina enough? With a gold? I don't
う
think
ちょい
so.
待ち
I just don't want to waste any turn not training. Because I want the stats.
今ちょっとし
Actually, this one is better. This one also gives stats. I forgot that she helps us a little bit with the stamina issue. Even though it's just a little. This one is fine. We can take that. This one is even wow, this looks nice. We don't take stamina.
しやるかレース
注目の一番
風に散ったんじゃない自分の足でたどり着いたよ今ちょっとトレーニング始めましょうかちょい今ちょっとしんどい 大丈夫自分のな
I think we should win this one. No problems.
しっかり
Actually, no. medium sucks. Alright, this is what we do. You go out, we do this, and then we switch this with you. This one is Kida-san. Yeah, much better. We will go late here. Alright, turn the X to a 0 circle. Like, this is 50-50. I am confident and not confident at the same time. Alright, that was close. Whew! Got it. Man, that's why team management matters. Hey Lucio, how are you? Nice to see you. Love study, but the middle third of a career makes me want to tear my hair out. Yeah. A lot of recommended stamina I've seen was 920 with a recovery skill, but I am not sure if that included surviving stamina drain. Yeah. That is an issue, right? Stamina siphon? I guess if I run this on my own team, it kind of evens out the playing field, because if they don't have a other stamina siphon, it just is, yeah. It is helpful to me, because it essentially means everyone else is also lowering, running a little bit less stamina. That would have. I think that was the wrong turn. I think just clicking stamina here, even if it's a bad training, is better. We don't need more wit. Speed. Power C1. Do we still have a blue ball somewhere? I don't think so. So we'll take this for medium then. Oh god. I really hope for a better speed turn here. Yeah. More wits. Well, that is it for that experiment. I initially also said that I am not a fan of running the wit builds because of that specific reason. It's not impossible, but it's not even for running 3 wit cards. That's not a lot of skill points. We usually hit 1600 with only one wit card. So a lot of stat points have been lost somewhere. Yeah, it's too much to buy. actually... Wait. I mean... No stopping me. All no acceleration skills. Actually, I think that's kind of bad, right? I don't like this. Okay, the corners is a little bit too expensive. Let's not get the corners. Let's not do that one. This is fine. I guess this is all I would do. Hello, Moon. Welcome back. Oh, we got a triplet mile. Alright, this was the triple wit build. We will switch it up now to a 2 wit 1 power ore / stamina. Last time we did run 2 stamina, 2 power 1 wit card, which we will probably end up with because I feel it's still the better build. But yeah, we'll have to we have to see that one out. All right. I want to run a different card, and we will stick to the good old this card here. Reason being, I think Super Creek is still one of the, I mean, it's still one of the better cards, but she gives so much stats that I think it's worth it. I don't like the power card, even though we have a power growth rate, because of that reason. Not giving enough stats, but also the stamina requirement is a little bit higher here. I think we should be able to hit 900 with this one, and having 2 gold recoveries on top of that is really cool. We cannot really buy then that many acceleration, but we only have to hit our unique plus pumping iron anyways. Maybe the other the other unique that we have inherited, the moving beyond, stuff like that from Dober. It's only these 3 skills that we have to have for acceleration. And as for the rest, I don't know. No stopping me, Professor Curvature, and then that's all. The rest are 2 gold recoveries, and then we have some skills for the straightaways or the corners. Specifically corners, probably. It's very corner heavy. Yeah. This deck looks much better, yeah. I think this one will get us there. Maybe you could have planned some races for extra skill points. I would think 2 or 3 should be possible and still get 10 spirit bursts with like 50 skill points a race that would net an extra skill. Correct. I think there were some turns where I could have raced much better than rested then. Yeah, that's true. That's why also like Kita-san is cool, because she has power. She has power bonus on SSB card. That's really useful. Doesn't the recreation help more on the second turn? Yes, true. I think if you have really mediocre at best turn on the second one, even the first 2 turns is very safe to go recreation because there's nothing really going on with white flame, nothing like that. I think if you're playing the Rico card, it's actually really cool because you can get to the great mood and then go to you can go to good mood and then great mood after turn 4 when you hit the Rico, because that will also trigger a guaranteed mood up. So you can even use high mood effect characters, support cards, because usually most of the time during the run you are at great mood, and at great mood very early on. So that's your replacement. If you don't have really strong training effectiveness cards, then that might be it. I'm not a fan of mood effect, but if you have a really high mood effect character, it does work. Yeah. A 60% plus. Ooh, nice. Tried 3 wit, but I'm finding better results with 2 wit. I think most people do. If you're not training specifically for the team trials where 3 wit is fine, I think 2 wit is enough almost. Even for Maya races, I would rather use 2 wit cards than a power card. Oh, that wasn't nice. For Hishi Amazon, I'm using 4 speed, rise power, and Rico. What do you think? 17 stamina sparks. That's a lot of stamina sparks. I don't know. For short to long races, it's fine. But if we're talking about 3,000 meters, like in other long races, where I think Hishiyama shines also, you want to have at least 2 power, or even a good stamina card still. You can get away with 3 speed cards. 4 is a little bit excessive. You will see really good rainbows though. But it's not worth it. Don't need it. You can achieve the same with 3 speed cards still. We haven't seen. I was thinking, like, we haven't seen oversleeping. Oh my god, that's even good. Oversleeping in the last one. Rico card plus stamina. Stamina sparks mean you don't even need to click stamina. I mean, we did that before, and it was fine. You still need that extra bit. Somewhere. And if you run Rico and only rely on stamina sparks, I think you have to run a power card just in case. If you're training for long, that's the minimum. Otherwise, it's I don't know, super RNG to get above 800 stamina. Maybe you're using an MLB Rico. I don't, but that might be a different one if you have a really good Rico card. But I don't. Yes, stamina. Actually, speed. Yeah. I think it's only Pico Pegasus that we have to get to orange, and then we're on track. Looks good. I like this stamina turn here. So, okay, one thing, Bigo Pegasus MLB has a lot of training effectiveness, and that's useful in every training. It might boost up your stamina training. If you need stamina for your own Uma, that's fine. But Bigo Pegasus is really good short runner, and she does not need any stamina. So if she bursts, for example, on stamina, if you need it for your own Uma, that's fine. But I would rather not bursting stamina for Bigo Pegasus, because it's not worth it for your team, for the team roster. Like, there are many examples with other Umas too. It's, yeah, very specific. But I also mentioned that if you burst before the first training, before the first team race here, on a decent stat, then usually that Uma wins. Because of the amount of stat points that we get. We lost here. That's bad. Alright. Almost set up. Oh my god. Because Pegasus needs only one more. Ah, that's perfect. Okay, good. This is, I think, personally, next to senior year, of course. Senior year is important because that's where you scale the most with the stats. I think if you have a really good classic year, early classic year, it dictates everything. So, like, aiming for 600 stats, for example, speed, and having like 500 to 600 on stamina and or power, during first summer training is like usually a good sign you're doing really good. I feel that benchmark can only be reached if you are doubling or higher rainbows early on, and you have to stack them multiple times. So getting to the orange usually before the first year is preferable, but it's not always doable. Maybe you could use the new event power card or the Rise one to boost the power a little bit more. That's true. I don't need the power, however. We do have a decent power growth, right? We can get to 800 power safely, even 900 sometimes. just by training a bunch and training in speed, because we do have piled the growth a little bit, but we don't need it for long distances that much as for shorter races. However, power does train also stamina, and that's what we want. Okay, huh. Okay. Yeah, I know. So, like, I've run with a lot of 0% speed growth Umas. Let's say the like OG Gold City, for example, is like that. And a lot of other Umas too. I have hit 1200 speed with 2 speed cards, at least one of them being Kita-san, MLB. A good amount of time. So I know it's doable. However, you are risking that not only do you have to have good RNG, but there are just too many variables that you have to hit right, and it's just costing you too much time to do all of that, and just too many borrows as well, right? Technically, so on paper, theoretically, you can do fantastic with only 2 speed cards, but running 3 speed cards is just so much more comfortable, and you are not burning through a lot of your important borrows because you only have 3 a day. So that's what I found just really nice to have. 3 speed cards give peace of mind. That's true. Because with 3 speed cards, no matter like what Uma you're training, you would always get to 1200 speed. That's not a problem. I mean, that's not a guarantee, but most likely you can get there. Oh, I think I should switch her back to late surge. I forgot. How goes the Gold City runs? It could be better. The original one that I trained off screen is still better than every other Gold City that we have trained during stream. So yeah. Also, our power and speed stat is nothing. And that bothers me a lot. We also have June. This is a rest turn, so we need a good speed here. I take that. Yeah, this looks bad. Yeah, I mean, this is junior year stats during summer, which is not nice. Wait, before I forget. Actually, we're running mile. That's cool. If we lose one of those races, I'm okay. This cannot be right. We already lost the first race, so you usually always winning the second one. But the fact that we drew this one, I take that speed notch. I will rest here. Ankles are pretty rough unless your name is Gold Ship. We are here to be Gold Ships. Oh my god, oh my god. This is absolutely the wrong time. This is absolutely the wrong time. What is this? Oh my god. Should have just clicked speed there. My best run was 3 guts, 2 speed, and Rico. S plus rank, OG city though. I just can't get the hang of wit builds. Yo, running with guts cards is fine. I tried that too in a lot of in a lot of test runs to David. I used to run a lot of 3 guts builds with the OG Gold City. It does work very good. Just go for it? No, no. We don't need it. No, we don't. I was trying to guarantee that we have at least a decent stacked speed trainings with enough stamina. Yeah, of course. Of course. After summer. That's what I was waiting for. I mean, I got myself into that position. I mean, if we hit this, it might save the run, by the way. Because right now, it's not going anywhere. I am sometimes crazy enough to do these. Like, 60 is fine, 70, no. I've won a lot of 40% rolls. Just go for it, gamble, always gamble. 2 speed, 3 wit have been the setups for 2 3 highest ratings, the other one being 3 speed to wit. Might as well. Yeah, I mean, the stats are so horrendous. It's just the payoff, if it does work out, is much better than like -5 stat and the move down, because we have to rest after anyways, which will, I mean, it's not a bad deal, right? Oh my god. No way we did it! That's why you gamble! Huge, yeah. You see, we got the move down anyways. What's that for? Oh my god. Alright, let's go there. Always gamble. You never gamble anything above 50%. But you always lose 4%. Oh no. Okay, here's the thing. I've lost a lot of below like single-digit risk rates, so, and I've won a fair good amount of above 50%, not above 40% risk trainings. Yo, have you ever played Maple Story before? Or like similar games? There are different, like a lot of different Maple Stories. Like it doesn't matter. There's a system called like Star Force, or basically just upgrading your equipment, and they have like 25 stages, and starting from like stage 12 or so, like the risk to succeed is just going dramatically low, right? From 55 to 50 to 35 to 30%, like eventually just 1%, right? And you are exponentially using up more resources, and they are also hard to come by. Like imagine having just a 1% chance for resources that you would have to gather for a week of playing. It's, oh my, like you don't know, right? If you and like looking at these, I'm like, this is peanuts, dude. Like 50%, I take that any day of the time. If it's a good one, I take it. But if you're not used to it, then you don't. So, all right. We got some suspicious account on here Twitch. All right, banned. All right. Alright. Stats of Doom, yeah. Yeah, sure, let's go for the stamina here. One Pokemon has 75% chance to land mean you will always miss it. That's true. Talking about Thunder, 70% accuracy that misses 70% of the time. And not, yeah. Should only miss 30% of the time, but feels like missing 70% of the time with only 70 accuracy is... typical Pokemon experience. And meanwhile, some 50% accuracy Zap Cannon is landing 80% of the time. Feels like it. If it's the opponent, of course, but if you're doing it, the 50% feels 30%, but if the opponent is doing it, the 50% feels like they're doing it 80% of the time. Say no. I will go for speed, because we need speed. Whenever you do something yourself, it really feels odds are against you, and then you see other people doing it 2 times in a row. Yeah. This one is a decent wit one. I would take that. Very good. Very good. There's a lot of team value here too. Trying to get good Super Creek for team trials. It's not been going well. Well, RNG hates me. Yeah. You know what you know what RNG... you know how do you beat RNG? Like, I'm not talking about cheating or anything. You beat RNG by numbers. And just... doing a lot more runs. Twice, triple, as much as you usually do. That's how you beat RNG. Just brute force it. That's the only way. Or you just don't play. If you don't play, you cannot lose. Like that kind of mentality. The good old Focus Blast that can hit the thing. Yeah, the 70% accuracy Focus Blast. Yeah. I have always missed those. Almost a full-time job. I mean, for some it is. For me, like you see, like whatever you see of Umar is like half of the time. I would say maybe even more. I'm just doing on stream, and you see what I do here. Like I'm not playing a lot. The beginning, I played a lot, a ton. I played a lot. And then for critical moments, or sometimes for making the videos, I do also play a lot because of research. But after like anywhere between, like right now, I'm just trying to enjoy the game without being too try hard, and because I'm not aiming for like top 1, I'm just trying to have a good time, trying to win with late searches. Yeah. Because I want to show you that you, at one point, like for all the newbies, once you have a solid, it doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't have to be like brilliant support cards, but a solid roster of max out SR cards with a couple of key SSR cards can only be Kida-san and only Super Craig, and you are fine. Like you don't even have to pull for a single card in your rest of your life, because you will get free cards from events that are fairly decent, and you just don't, like there will come a point of time where you just don't pull, because you start saving for your favorite Uma, and that's cool because that's what the game is about, right? And so enjoying training your Oshi. And at the beginning, it is support cards, but that's your, I guess, your success tax that you have to pay. You have to get support cards in order to get good. And then after that, it's just easy peasy. It's almost like going to university. Like, actually, learning never ends. But once you got the degrees, like, jobs even don't look like, they don't even care like what you did for the degree. It just matters that you have one, even though it means that maybe you don't even maybe you have forgotten everything that you learned there. It's just so, the degree might be worthless in technical terms because there's nothing you can apply, but people just still want to see it because it shows dedication. And having dedication is one of the most important things you kind of like want to look out for in an employee. And that's basically all it says. Yeah, so grades don't matter. Everything really just don't matter. The only thing that matters is that you're a trustable, reliable human person that you can work with. That's all you need. That's because skills can be learned. Everything can be taught. Internal processes have to be taught anyways. Like, not something you can learn like in school. I disagree, however, if it comes to science. I did science because science is a different thing, right? It's not about like work. Like, yeah, sure, you have to work and have social skills, but there you really need to have you really have to understand your stuff because things like that will come up. But like for every other social studies, like it doesn't matter. Like like a degree in history, like, congrats, but it's not gonna, I don't know, like, it's not going to be the deciding factor, or you knowing like what happens at what moment like in history. It's like not that. You just got fast learn. I got lucky in. That's funny that we just that you just got fast learn and what I just talked about that. Senior year, late April. I guess it's fine. Yeah. No, doesn't know where kid cares about degree. Yeah. I wanted to switch running style, I forgot. Might have lost him. Just trying to win with Umas I like. That's true. That's what we're trying to do. Hey Chicken, you missed out on the Kitasan rerun. Any chance she's coming back? She will be coming back. You will be able to pick her from cards. Free cards that we eventually get throughout some anniversary events and random events. You might pull her from pulling for other SSR cards that you are trying to aim for. However, the pool is getting bigger every time, so yeah, hitting the Kita-san just randomly is a thing, but not very likely, and less likely in the future. Will she get a rerun? Yes. I think every card will get a rerun. Every card will get multiple reruns. There will come a time where we have too many support cards, and then you will have a selection of, I don't know, if was it 10 or 8? I think it was like 8 spots or something. So then where you can I forgot, like where you can select cards that you want to pull for, and then the chances are increased. But it's, again, like it's not the same as the rerun banner, right? As the pool just grows bigger, they kind of have to put a good amount, a good set together, yeah, like that, because they cannot just feature 2 cards every time, while there are like hundreds of cards, yeah, that they have to rotate. So they bundle them all up in one rate up banner. It's early June, right? That's... We still have one more turn and then we go rest after this one. We kind of risk having a really good turn. if we would have trained there, that we would have taken. And so we can still take...
しっかり調整
never mind, we have race, and then summer is
こ
after.
こは負けられ
Correct choice.
風に死んだんじゃない自分の足でたどり着いたよ
A lot don't care, but I think it definitely opened a lot of doors for me since I do maths. Exactly. Yeah.
レース大切に走
Like, I feel like a degree in some kind of business relevant skill will get you a job in like 50% in basically in every company. Every company has to sell something, so except you're doing scientific work yet again. It's like it's a different thing, but by the way, you can get jobs without a degree. You can get jobs with skills. And proving... You don't even have to prove that you have the skills. You just have to sound smart. And it's perception. Everything is perception. You just... People just have to perceive that you are knowledgeable about stuff. Because if it comes to stuff that you can't just look up, that everyone would just look up... This is kind of nuts. I kind of want to take that. Yeah. You will... Yeah, you just look up and do that, right? So you're gonna have to have a degree for that.
ちょい待ち今ちょっとしうわファイブ一緒に頑張り
We have to focus all our attention on speed now, otherwise we are not getting where we want with the speed stat. Stamina looks fine though. This is exactly what I expected and what I wanted. Okay, nice. I wish pulling for Umas was as good as pulling for support cards. Yeah, it's very unforgiving. Like Uma Gacha is a little bit outdated. Even for a modern gacha, it's very unforgiving. Not only is it 200 pity, but, okay, side game is just giving us a lot of freebies here and there, right? But it just does not feel worth it to pull for or would I say rather the statues that we can use to raise like the star level of an Umer. I mean, in other gachas you can just buy more pulls from those. Instead we get clovers. We have to have 200 pulls, like 200 clovers for one single pull. That's a ridiculous like conversion. And when you talk about, let's say, HSR, like Honkai Star Rail, or even Genshin, you pull like, I don't know, like 5-star, or like your SSR in this case, and you get like 40 of something currency, which is, or I don't know, was it? I forgot the conversion. But basically, you just pull a couple of 4-stars like 4 times, you get a free pull, right? Here, the equivalent of a 4-star are the SR Umas. What do we get? 1 clover. How many clovers do you get to get 1 more pull? 200. That's ridiculous. So, that one I don't like. That's the only thing I don't like about the game. But everything else, I like it. Do we race here? Oh, there's nothing we can do here. Oh, I mean, sure, let's go. Power. Oh my gosh, it's so much nicer. Do you realize, I mean, not only to you, Moon, but to everyone here, are we realizing how crazy it is that we are saying that the Hoyo Gacha is better than X game, than Uma game? I mean, because... I mean... Because Hoyo Gacha is not even it's not even that good, but it's solid, right?
注目の一番
It's still very solid.
ゴールド7
But I mean, how can you be that much worse than Hoyo's Gacha, dude? Is Gold City your favorite, Umar? Good question. So I've always thought about like who my favorite is. Like she's definitely top 3, maybe even top 2. I would say yes, but then I hear the voice in the back of my head. Teo screaming Hachimi, and I'm like being reminded, wait, I played this game because of Teo. And then wait, Rudolph is also in the game. I love Rudolph. So those 3. I would say if it's among those, is Teo, Rudolph, and Gold City.
一番人気こそ譲りましたが素質は
Hey Derek, Diogos, Diago. Hi, hey, how's it going? And hello, Cookies. Nice to see you. Umusume is a classic JP character in both the good and bad, most bad. Yeah. Until they release a character that needs to have at least 3 copies to work out. Looking at UK Akron. Yeah. The E2 Akron thing. Actually, they have a good amount of Nihility rosters, like a good roster of Nihility characters where running Akron with multiple these really good Nihility characters that you kind of like want to run anyways is very decent. I run my Akron with the cat girl. I forgot her name. And either the updated Silver Wolf because they have updated her, or what's the other Nihility character? I haven't played the game for such a long time. Who was it? Was it Fook? I don't know. Okay, we don't have any speed stats here. That's kind of bad. There are cat girls now? There's just one cat girl. Yeah. Cypher. That's her name. I forgot the name. Cypher. Yeah. The guy with the hoodie. She is single target though. And yeah. But she has a really good passive, which basically literally just says monsters take 40% more damage. That's why you have her in the team. That's all that matters. Yeah. Cypher was the last limited character I pulled before quitting HSR. Yeah, I think it was around during that time where it became a little bit too much and a little bit stale, even with story-wise. They put up a lot of like content, but the story doesn't feel like 1 point story, like even 2 point story. Like Penacony was Picacony, right? And then even before, like the moment you get hooked after beating Cocolier, you know it's really cool. Like that moment makes me like I fell in love with the game and I still loving the game. But at that moment, I just knew like it's so much better than I expected. I was waiting for the game after it got announced. Like I waited 2 years for that, and it was mind blowing how good it was, and how far it has exceeded my expectations. And like Cocolier fight, it was like that I always remember the sound design, everything. It's just so good. And then Penacony came around. A lot of yapping, a lot of talking, but still at the end was pretty decent. And then the whole Amphorius thing, I mean, I think they have dragged it out for too long. It was wrong to have the story drag out for like 8 3-month patches or something like that. Like how much is it? 90 days, 45, 31 days. Anyways, like, it's a long time, right? No, never do that again, please. Don't drag out the story for so long. It's just not good. I do like the characters though. We will have to run the medium here instead because our Super Creek here is not doing it. Is there anyone else that can run a mile? Okay, that's difficult. We will lose this. Okay, medium will lose this. Long is fine. Dirt is okay. Mile, we might win. Mile long dirt, maybe? Actually, no. Let's be on the safe side. Let's go pace here, just in case. We got second. No, brick run. Penacony was the best. Yeah, it was. I think they really peaked there. Simply Rudolph. Hello. I'm actually talking to you in real. What is your advice for building? First of all, hey, Rodrigo. What is your advice for building a Haru Urara that can win the Anima Kinen? I mean, the advice is very straightforward, right? Making sure that her aptitude matches the racetrack, and then just build her like you would build her with every other long Uma. You need to have max amount of long distance aptitudes. That's all. Not only long. Turf as well. I forgot turf is an issue. It's okay, turf is more important. But attitude also. So I think turf is more important though. Without turf you're not gonna survive. You need to get turf at least to a C to be even thinking about racing. You finish your Hishi with 1000 speed, 1000 stamina, 1100 power, almost max power, 400 guts, and 500 wit. That's nice. Like, see, if you just have a little bit more good RNG on the speed cards, I am sure you can confidently hit maybe 1100 speed with an S distance, which is fine, right? Along with the stats that you have. You have nice appearance in long and turf as well. Yeah, I mean, then at this point you just have to get lucky. Because yeah. There's nothing I can do. I can there's no advice that I could give that would improve the run other than just getting lucky on the legacies, because that's the single most important requirement that you have. I need to hit. Yeah, she has a turf. G, she has long distance aptitude. G, I think. Was it G? Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, what? 6th place? What is this? This was so random. Currently trying to do a wit run with my Christmas Bureau with a lot of event bonus just to see how it goes. Hey, yo, everyone talking about Christmas Oguri, but Christmas Biwa does not get any love. So thanks Anubis for mentioning that. How is Christmas Biwa for you? Like 1500. Like, what's going on with our runs today? We're very subpar with what we want to do usually. I think we have to go double right-handed here. Yeah, and that's it. Not much that we can buy. Late searcher corners. That's it. Now, I can use this if this would be an S long S and then just a little bit more speed, and then I think I would be fine. I would use this. But not as it is now, of course. Like, I still haven't beaten my first run. How is that possible? We still haven't gotten a better gold CD than what we had. Wait, why does she say that? Which means just... She literally just says I'm hungry. No, sorry. Ipai means full. She literally just she says like her belly's full. And then she does the regular Uguri move like that. Means that she ate a lot. She got a lot of cake. Again. It also says here my belly's full. Okay, I didn't continue listening to her. Okay, makes sense now. Because for some reason I just heard Onagagai Pai, and it just means I'm full. I ate enough, and she's like yes, but I didn't continue listening. So she was saying, what was the reason for that? Because that alone was just, it sounded weird. I mean, it's not weird. It's ugly. What did I expect? Alright, so that was the 2 wit build. 1 stamina. Did you like it? I think I do like it. But I don't know. Like, for this one, I really want to not use a wit card at all. I don't. Instead, we will go super into this one, into power. This one. This is giving me tons of stats. Working very well. We will and can replace our super crit here because we will partially train the stamina with the power already. The power here might also be a little bit too much. No, it's not too much. It's never too much. Never mind. I would just stick with it. I think this is cool. We'll just forsake the wit here. I don't like it. Here specifically. Let me think about this. 300 with Uma, yeah. I mean, 350. That's enough. Yeah. What stats are you aiming for with this deck? 1200 speed, 1000 stamina, 1100, so 1100 power, 450 guts, 350 width. probably like that. Very realistic. A good thing I also said it on stream because we can actually check whether we have this or not. Hey Moon, Light, Gold City is cute. She is very cute. She is a model after all, a model. She's the prettiest of all. Done a few runs with her and I actually enjoy her a lot. I think she's quite good. With Christmas Biwa, huh? I actually don't know how her unique works at all. Nihongo Jozu, yes. Oh, practice perfect. Story creation. She's the gold in the city, that's true. And guess what gold ship is? She's the gold in the ship. Ha ha ha. I don't even know how they came up with the name. That was so bad. This is this is a dream coming true. I wonder, I actually haven't looked into their histories. Are they related by blood? I think that's why, right? Like quite literally, I mean, the real horses. It's the same how, okay, nice. How, what was it? The symbol line has like multiple symbols. No, it wasn't symbol. It was Tokai. Yeah, there were many Tokai, and then there's not just Tokai tail. I mentioned it also in one of the documentaries, Tokai Roman. Because blood related and stuff. They all share the same name. Let's go Stamina. Mima Hayano has a gun. Yeah. I mean, she is called Mayano Top Gun for a reason. There's a reason why she has the jacket also, if you ever saw Top Gun. That's also why she also runs front and why she can run long. Now that I know about it, it kind of makes sense. Because fighting jets, they're fast and they flying long distances. And Mayan Top Gun is basically the pilot in her own aircraft that is herself. Similar line was of the stable, not bloodline. Ah, got it. Good lore. Christmas Viewers unique is increases velocity mid-race after staying well positioned from the start of the race up until the second half. Is she a mild Uma? Or can she also run long distances? She has to be late surge, right? Because that's for some reason I thought we were end of junior year, but we haven't even debuted yet here, so yeah. Okay, the best event ever. We got our free 20 energy.
調整して注目の一番人気3番ゴールドまだまだ上り詰めるよ
Lucius, I rent her as Ant Closer in Libra Cup. Ant Closer. Christmas Viewer is a medium and long Uma who is a pace chaser but has a B in late surger. I don't know, it just feels to me that she's more of a late surger because of a unique. No? Oh, never mind. I read that wrong. Sorry, I read that wrong. She has to be in good position until the second half. Okay, so that's definitely then either a front runner or pace chaser. Makes sense. For some reason, I read it wrong. I understood it as if you are good in the second half, but bad in the first half. But I don't know where I got that information from. Cracks, if you really want Tamamo, you shall have a Tamamo soon. I will wish it for you into your existence. You will get her within the first 30 pulls. No guarantees. No refunds. Okay, let's go with... Yeah. But of course, everyone, I wish you all the best for your Uma pulls. Uma pulls are not only dumb because there's a high pity, but... yeah. There's nothing like a true pity system. Like, you cannot call 200 a pity system. It's just not. Or maybe like an increased pity, like something like that at least. Because you can pull for like 5 3-stars and still not get the Uma that you want. Like, there's not even the 50-50 there, and there's not even the if you don't get her, you get her next time. Like, that kind of thing is also not there. That's what I mean. It's like so unforgiving because it's 200 pulls. Yeah, it's 200 pulls. That's 30,000 carats. And that translated into, let's say you don't have the you don't have the special package anymore. You spend $70 for 5,000 carats. So $70 times 6 is $300. $300 for an Uma. That's a lot. We never win this one. This one is very difficult for some reason. The first race of per carrier. We get 50 for free, no? I don't know. Do we? Let's rest. Good position is top 40%. That's good to know. So for a roster of 9 Umas, the top 40% is 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Wait, is it good math? Because 4 is definitely if you are a 10 out of 10, but it's only 9 umas, it might not be to 4. It might just be 1, 2, 3, but that doesn't make sense. Actually, it might also just be 1, 2, 3, right? Wait, am I mathing? Top 3 in 9 is the top 33%. But the top 4 is under 40%. I mean higher than 40%. Hey Valence, I heard you mention Rico earlier. Do you need a MLB SSR Max Rico friend? I have a spot if you do. Thank you very much. I actually don't need to have a friend with a Max Rico card because I already have. But if you want to send your friend code, you can, I guess. But I don't think I have any use. Sorry, that sounds harsh. I want to be your friend, however. But I already have. I'm good. I already have my MLB Rico. As a friend, I mean. I don't have it personally. But thanks for helping out the... yeah, helping out. I don't think there is a Uma I like that is coming out for a while, so I might just have to save for a good card banner. Yeah, that's valid. Yeah. I think personally for me, okay, we're not doing excellent here on some of these friendship stats. If I don't have something to pull, like I really have to play another game to satisfy the urge of pulling, because if I'm not pulling for half a year, I'm not gonna survive it. Ooh, that's good. We got both orange here. The stamina though. No. Okay, all is good. All is good. I've been managing to save up 30k carrots every 1.5 months or so. Really? They do give out so many carrots? I don't realize that they do. 30% is fair. I do want to get this one. Our speed and power stat is very low again. That's very unfortunate. We go on creation. Hey RC Yarith 1486. Have you finished the event? I don't have finished it. I have the card yet, but we're still in the first third, I would say. Third? I don't know. I have to check the points. We got our card already. Maybe we are halfway through. I think World has about 1 million points. I don't remember. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yo, trust me, when I say I always win the Satsuki show off screen, I usually do. But not here. You used to have FIFA for that, but I quit. How sick? Because I think the whole gacha mechanic in got not only was it already popular in Japan, right? But the first, like the most popular game that made use of the loot boxes, I think it was FIFA, if I'm not mistaken, or something similar. But it was like the one thing that pushed it to a lot of people. Oh no, the shooter game, I forgot. Counter-Strike. Yeah, I think those two games, to the public, to the majority, And then eventually just came a time where anime gacha became so popular, and then now there is thousands of iterations of the same thing. But basically every game now has gacha, which back then it does not. Or have some kind of paid features. Oh, come on. Come on. That I did not need. Shower run, yeah, it is. FIFA was so big, they literally had to make laws for every game afterwards. Yeah, right? Something along those lines, I heard. Oh my god! It's my speed stat. I'm losing because of I don't have 400 speed stat. I'm trying to save carrots. I'm gambling in bad luck. Wasn't it Team Fortress 2? I actually don't know. Oh my god. 70. This one I have to hit. Come on. Come on! Yes. Genshin Impact is with the first, like, really popular anime game that introduced the Genshin gacha, like a very particular kind of gacha mechanic, the 50-50 system. I am sure, okay, that there might have been other gacha games that have that before, but Genshin is introduced it in a way that it's not a rip-off game that throws a ton of banner ads on you. It was actually a solid game where they kind of put the pulling more in the background, but also made it a little bit more worse and unforgiving than all the other regular gachas that we had before. So pulling 5-star feels so much more rewarding in Genshin, but they make sure that you fall in love with the characters first. Of course, that sold very well because they actually managed to pull that off, and every release that they do is a banger. In terms, or in comparison, I would say, to every other gacha game. They make millions upon millions with every character, no matter whether you hate them or not. They just have really good model, and it just have crossed. So 2020 COVID time, like everyone was at home, everyone wanted to do something. Gacha. I mean, I think it was about a thing. Like if you're not familiar with, for example, Dokkan Battle or Treasure Cruise, right? Like these OG gacha are very popular games. Then no, Dungeons and Dragons, not Dungeons and Dragons. What do I mean? Puzzle Dragons. And what else? Monster Strike. If you in JP gacha, right? Like things like these, they introduce the gacha mechanic much or like years earlier, right? Than Genshin. But Genshin made it mainstream and it spread like worldwide, and therefore we all have. That's why Wuwa has freaking 50-50, because every other like open world game then had a 50-50, and everything else who claimed to be a good game had a 50-50. Agnes Enfield has a 50-50. Which I am not hating, is just that they have cracked the formula. And because it works, there's no reason for you to reinvent it, okay? So, yeah, don't reinvent the wheel. It seems like because of what they did, everything they did was, no one could beat them. So they just eventually start doing the same. And then after Fontaine is started to die. Yeah. So for the Genshin fans, they are loving every bit of it. Also, the fact that they have their own like so they have Hoyo Lab, right? So their own community, social platform for only Hoyo people. I think that contributed a lot with I always think of customer retention, like it's player retention, and people talking about the game with other people that are also into the game. I think that was a very big, not only a big move, but I think it was very, very important to really make sure that other people can influence other people in the way of like sharing the game, sharing polls, whatever, because you did not have that before. You would have to go to a different social media and look for the channel, or you would have to go into Reddit. I think that's the thing that people did on Twitter, and then like just see random stuff elsewhere, right? But they made it so that it's only the game focused, and that's pretty cool, because if you cannot grab the attention on other social media because you are getting distracted by other people's content or other games' content, why not just create our own social media and have people use it, and they only get information from our games and not other games, right? So no ad needed, no running ads needed, because it's the ad, the social platform is the ad itself. That's pretty smart. And that yeah, because of that, they just retain a lot of the player base, that even for the new content that most people may not like, they always have fans, they always have people to play. Like, they will never go bankrupt until they just stop pushing out content. And to be fair, so my fiance, she's playing only Genshin and only Genshin, right? Only and nothing else. She is 100% most of the, like, a lot of things, right? She's there. So and it's crazy because she dislikes like most games in general, but she finds that everything is just so appealing to her. She likes the colorful stuff, not so serious stuff, which usually, you know, Wuwa kind of like leans more into that, towards that. She's not into that. It's family friendly, it's cute and whatnot, so and that genre reaches more players on the planet Earth than Wuwa. But objectively speaking, Wuwa is the better game, okay? But the better company is still Hoyoverse. Even though PGR was fantastic for a small amount of player base, I played it a lot. Punching Grey Raven. For me, it was back then, it was the best game. But it's not the best game in the eyes of many people. So, yeah. Remember Tecton was the one that changed the weapon better in Genshin? Really? Yeah, okay. So there are people selling houses for Genshin, like for digital weapons. Oh my god, the run is not really going well. This is a Dunza run. We're not coming out of that. Yeah. It keeps in a bubble, which works in this case. Yeah. Okay. The best thing I can describe Hoyoverse, it's the Apple of video games. That's, I think, is the most fitting description, because Apple also has their own ecosystem that once you get in, you you do not want to get out, because it has a lot of good quality of life features. Everything just works when it has to work. It might be a little bit more time to adjust and stuff like that, because people first think, it's a different iOS, like Mac, I don't like to use it. I mean, trust me, once you get to use it, it's so intuitive, man. And then you don't want to do not get not an Apple device. I use both, by the way. I still have my MacBook for work when I have to go out traveling. But I also have my Windows PC because of customizability and stuff. Yeah.
やっぱ上達するには練習しかない。今日も普通の努力やってこ。
Gold inspiration on your wit run. Hope it was a good inspiration.
今ちょっとしんどい。
If we can get a really good speed rainbow here, it might be
レース大切に。
maybe it might be doable. But I don't think
ここ
so.
は負けられない一番人気6番
Have we ever won a race here? What? Yeah, she's really struggling. Oh, hey, we got a gold inspiration too. Anubis, you called it into my existence. We got the S-Long here, and everything's fine, right? You're a finale? Oh, no red sparks. Was almost perfect. Today we only got it once, by the way. 1 in 3 runs. You're spreading the luck. Yep.
しっかり調整してきたからさ。
We are losing this. We don't have. We need a little bit more speed.
注目の一番。
Never mind. I lied.
自分の足で
We won by 8 length.
ついたよ。
Hey,
ちょい待ち。
Puritan. I call them pink sparks, but other call them red sparks. Are we seeing the same? That is exactly my that was my thoughts too. They are pink sparks, but blue and red is like
今ちょっとしんどいっていうか。
it's better. I don't know.
まずは
People can remember that. Oh my god. Are you seeing what I am seeing?
体感意識で。
This happened. This is the second time out of 3 runs that we got the sleep deprived night owl before summer training. Yikes.
いいっしょ今の私。体の中。やっぱ上達するには練習しかない。
I'm still going to go infirmary here. Even though we can still heal it, I think I do want it here. It rests a little bit too. Never mind. Nishino flower sucks up energy.
ここは負けられない一番。風に散ったんじゃない。自分の足でたどり着いたよ。
I don't think anything here in this game is a true red color. Every button, everything is just pink.
レース大切に走ってくるよ。勝つよみんなと。
Alright. Good luck on your tier run, Craig. Alright, we did win now. This is far too other. I mean, well, our speed set needs to be 200 more at least. At this point, I would just put everything into speed now. Don't worry about the other stuff. Hey, it pays off. Okay, nice. I low-key, I think we kind of saved speed. Except this one, of course. This one we cannot take. Oh, that sucks. We have a lot of blue training, like I always call blue balls, blue flames, where we can hit them on speed, all of them. I think 3 blues here line up, like this one for example. We do get a ton of more speed. Like look how we turned that around. Oh my god, we had 600 during summer. A couple of runs later, we are sitting at 900 speed. What is this magic? Not quite 900. 850. And suddenly, everything just looks much more promising. But it's still not enough. Balls. Good luck on your run. Thanks you. I think I have it now. Oh my god. 8th place. Second? Okay, that must be the wit stat. That is probably due to the wit stat, right? Is it? No. Who changed it? I did. This kind of I want to take, but again, blue ones I'm going to save for the other turns because I need it. I need to hit them on speed. I doubt we will win this one. This is probably a no-go. Not. Yeah, I mean it was close. We got second in long one, but as expected, I don't think that would win this one. Oh crap, we still had another turn, I forgot. Yeah. 49. The odds are still in our favor thanks to Rico. I mean, might as well, right? Yes. Oh my god. Not that it matters though. We still we still kind of failed on the part where I don't know, somewhere along the training there were a couple of times where we just yeah. We learned a lot. We lost a lot of races. We didn't want to win the finals, which could have everything could have probably brought us to above solid 1K. Okay, what stats? Hey, we got 1,000 speed still. Not a lot of skill points. 1,000 stamina, exactly like I said. 1,000 stamina. I said 1,000 stamina, right? We have 1,000 stamina. 1,200 speed, not really. We could have gotten there. Power is 1,100, but I thought... yeah, I think it's the same, right? If we could have hit a little bit better speed ones, we could have also get a little bit more power there. So realistically, 1,100 or maybe like 1,050 power was realistic. 1,200 speed. Maybe 1,100 speed was realistic too. Guts 450. We have 425. I said wit is 350, which we don't have anything. We have sub 300, which is not good at all. So, like, okay, for the fact that we had a lot of bad turns, I say this is still for some reason better than the other ones because it has actually enough stamina to run this thing. Believe it or not, this still performs better than the other ones that we had. Crazy. Late Surger Corners. Like, there's not even that many skills that we can buy. Slipstream, maybe? You know? Let's get Ignited Power as Spirit Power, because that one is good. Let's get Slipstream, and let's get Late Surger Savvy, because that actually helps with the wit stat a bit. Late Surger Corners we already bought. Like, this is also the best that we can buy anyways. We have the core acceleration skills and the uniques. Y'all said this is a Dunzo run. But to be fair, I think, even though it's just an A, right? I think this is something. It's not nothing. It is something, right? By the way, how does Swing Master proc? Is it wit dependent? Kinda, yes, but it will almost always... wait, is Swing Maestro? I think... I don't know, I've never seen Swinging Maestro not proccing. It always procs during a random corner of the race. We have a lot of corners for the long races too. 4 in totals. Yeah. But I've never seen it not proccing. I've never seen Swing Maestro not proccing. That's why it's also good. It's like the most reliable, most straightforward recovery skill that it can get. Late without acceleration is hard to win. True, right? I think the Ignited Spirit Power closes the gap a bit. If that would be a long S, I would have taken her actually, but we might also would have maybe a little bit better with stat there. Yeah. It's also mid-race only, right? Kinda. So sometimes the first corner happens really early and people proccing Swing and Maestro all at the same time. It does not have to be mid-race. Yeah, cooldown is any straightaway, which makes it kind of bad. Yep. Yeah, but most of the time, I think cooldown is also fine. Like, most gold recoveries... Actually, not most of the gold recoveries. Like, most generic gold recoveries, like Swinging Maestro or Breath of Fresh Air, even cooldown, they are fine if you don't have anything better. As long as it's not... iron something that requires you to be blocked. That one is rather unlikely to proc. But if you have no other options, then having a gold recovery like cooldown is fine instead of Swinging Maestro. If you cannot, or somehow you have your support card built or set up in a way that you cannot get it, then you might have to rely on cooldown. Hey, deadly. There's something in Korean. I unfortunately don't know. I cannot understand that. Suzuka was loud at the library today, so I told her silence Suzuka. Oh, that's cute. What is it called when you kidnap Teo? Took a Teo. Wait, are you the popular guy in the class? Lion and White feels fraudulent as well. Yeah, I agree. I think Lion and White does not proc as often as I hope it would. Why don't they sort them by names here? I don't even know how they are sorted. Recover endurance when positioned toward the back upon approaching mid-race. So that means it will... Yeah. So, yeah, the thing about Gold City is I think her unique is a little bit better as a pace chaser. But this one is a late surger skill. And it kind of doesn't pair well together. If you're running late surger, like she even has late surger corners. Like the game tells you to play her as late surger, but this one is better proccing in as pace chaser. Gold City is perfect, almost. If she just doesn't have like such a difficult career because you play her in mile races, but mile is difficult because running a late surger in mile. First problem, second problem, building a mile Umar with only medium and long career races, difficult. Having occasionally random blockages like Goldship has is a problem sometimes because you at least get recovery. On your left, not that reliable, but great if it procs. Keep It Real is fantastic. It is insane how long the skill lasts, but only good in very, very few cases. And then the growth rate. I hate that there is guts 20% here. It should have been either stamina or speed, but I don't know. But that. They could have just combined those two together. Like I said at the beginning of the stream. Yeah, this is such a premium growth rate like lineup. Like this is fantastic. But yeah. Kinda also like a mile Uma then. Income proctor. She's kind of a pace chaser in an 6 or more and closer lobby as a late searcher. Yeah. Yeah. Because next race, half of them are going to be end closers. We have a lot of gold ships, and then the whole purpose of this series here that we're doing, the last streams and probably the future streams as well, is trying to make Gold City good. We might switch it up a bit and having training a secondary ace, but I think I've already gotten a proper one that I want to use. So the Narita is still a really good choice that we had. It was not the S one, but even this one is fine. I kind of have to see which one was it there. Okay, this in the Manhattan Cafe is something we can also use. Yeah, okay. So this one has stamina siphon. No, we also had one with an S distance. Was it that one? I thought we had a different Manhattan cafe, but I guess not. So, this one is stamina has this one I would bring. I have run a couple of simulations with her. Does not win most of the time, but this one is actually good skill. Plus, it kind of works. Like this build somehow kind of works out. This is one of the Umas that I will run instead of the Grass Spawner that we usually want to run because she cannot proc Dominator because Dominator is only medium. And then we have the equivalent just running Stamina Siphon instead here. We will run Gold City. Like this is the first Gold City that I built, and for some reason, it was for a different race. It's not fall, it's winter here. This still performs decent. It has everything that she needs. It does not have too low wit, but it's not that high either, but just enough for the hills. It has 1200 speed, 1000 power, and a decent amount of stamina, plus the extra recovery, plus the gold recovery is just enough. Does not have the Dober unique skill, but it has pumping iron, no stopping me, which might be enough, but I think it's one good acceleration skill away from being good. It has the long S too, so this thing, we still couldn't get a better one than that one. Yeah, everything else just not. Oh god, I have to delete some Umas, release some Umas eventually. Yeah. Okay, we're not pulling. I'm going to end the stream here anyways. We are done with our 3 races. Not races, career runs. What is the races? Next time, tomorrow, not tomorrow, Sunday next time, even though I might be streaming a little bit earlier. Should it be Sunday? I don't know. I sometimes feel like there's too much of a gap, but I cannot find the time in between like Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Maybe Wednesday, but I don't know. Wednesday is hard because I basically end work at 9 and then I have to eat or cook, right? So yeah, and it's just might be a little bit too much. That's sometimes why Wednesday is a bit of a hassle. Anyways, good night. Thank you for coming by, checking by, listening to me and my stories, and thanks for all the suggestions as always. I like being around you, and I hope you feel the same. Alright. Cooking stream one day? Hey Moon, I've been thinking about that since day 1. Cooking stream will come, okay? We will do Uma food. We will actually do it being real food, like other food. We will doing student food, everything I learned in my student life. Things that are affordable if you're living alone and don't have any time to cook or don't want to cook. You will... I'm pretty... Okay. I was thinking about creating a second cooking channel. I like to cook, okay? So, that was actually content. So, thanks for bringing this up. So, if there's demand for it, I might do it. So, yeah. Anyways, I thought it would just be cool to share stuff. Yeah, let me cook. Quite literally. Do it? Yeah. We will do. Actually, I never make do. Alright, but for the real C's now, I'll see you. Bye bye. Take care.